The next morning comes too quickly. Lyn has fought back the bandits' attack. Now, she rushes for the border of Bern. If she can reach it, Lycia itself is not far off. For a moment, Lyn stops to imagine the face of a grandfather she's never seen. Chapter 5, Beyond the Borders. Hey guys, it's the Melblade 5. We're back to more Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. Last time, we protected a woman named Natalie and recruited her husband, Dorcas, to our ranks. And yes, his name is Dorcas. And this time, we once again continue towards Lycio, the most repetitive intros so far. But anyway, we've almost reached the Lycian border. Once we cross, we'll be safe from the bandits, right? We should be. I doubt they'll be willing to pursue us across the border. Lycia at last! It's been a long time. Tomorrow we'll dine on a feast of Lycia's finest foods. And the mistress of the inn at the crossing is said to be a beauty. Ah yes, food and love. No better way to restore a man's soul. This is going to be a fine evening, eh, Kent? If your behavior is as deplorable as ever, we'd best stay elsewhere. We're not here for sightseeing. Oh, come now, that's not fair! Kent, the inn will be fine. As you say, milady. Lindis, you are truly an angel from on high! It's nothing, forget it. Ah, we'll finally be able to get a good night's sleep. Oh no, those bandits are persistent. I'll give them that much. Ah, here they are. I found them. What is with your face? You look like you could pass off as Igor. What? Not again. They're still after us. Don't think you're getting away so easily. You leave him alive, and everyone will think the Ganelon Bandits have gone soft. So, we care nothing for you or your reputations. We must get to Lycia. Get in our way, and you'll pay. Cheeky little thing, aren't you? Let's get him, lads! And no holding back just because there's women with him. Wipe him out! Ugh, we're lost. This makes me so mad! You told me you were certain this was the correct path. What's your point, Urk? What are you trying to say? I swear, you are not the woman I agreed to escort. What? What's that supposed to mean? I heard someone was needed to escort a frail Lycian priestess to Ossetia. Yes, and I'm that priestess. Frail? You? Serra, you have no need of any escort to protect you. Even the most hardened criminal would flee in terror after 5 minutes in your company. I'll return your money, gladly. Now, will you please go on to Ossetia alone? No! You're my escort, Urk! Mine! You're so clean and tidy. A noblewoman like myself can't be seen without a proper escort. Your personality's nothing special, but you're not bad to look at. I believe that's my line. And I have to take you all the way to Ossetia? I only hope my nerves can endure the journey. What are you mumbling about? You're so gloomy! Something's happening over there. Let's take a look. Of course. The first opportunity to get involved in trouble, and she jumps right in. No amount of money is worth this. Wow! A fight! A fight! Urk, take a look! Fighting those bandits! It's a young girl! Fool! Keep your voice down! Eh? What's this? You in league with that she-devil? This is so wrong. Yeah! I'll take care of you with one swift stroke! I'm not even gonna try to scream this time, just saying. Urk! Help me! So loud! Serra, behind me! You there! See if you can match me! Now, Urk is of a new type of class. He is a mage! This is the first type of unit in the game we see that uses magic! And we're actually going to get very quickly explain on how mages work in this next cutscene. That scream! Look, Dean! Someone's over there! Sometimes you can talk to different NPCs, the green units on the map. Yeah, I kind of messed up in the last episode. In the later games, they're called ally units, and I'm more used to that. But in this game, they're just called other when it goes to their phase. So, like we did with Dorcas in the previous chapter, we can talk to NPC characters as well, and here we're by talking to Serra. Excuse me, hello? Why are you fighting these bandits? just happened. That's not true! Those ruffians thought that we were with you! You got us into a terrible situation. Now, how are you going to get us out? Serra, if you'd not been so meddlesome, this all could have been avoided. My apologies. Please trouble yourself with us no more. But if you're going to have to fight anyway, shouldn't we team up? It will end things faster, right? That's true. Yes, that's a good idea. Urk, go and help these ladies. But Fine. Very good. My name's Lynn. So tell me, will you join arms with us? Yes, we'd be glad to. My name is Serra. This is my escort, Urk. Be a good boy and go fight now, Urk. Now they have joined our side, so you can do the same thing with NPC characters. Urk, a mage, and Serra, a cleric, have joined your group. Mages use the magic of truth to attack and damage their enemies. Mages, instead of having a strength stat, have a magic stat. But that just means the same thing. It's just how much damage they do. Clerics use staves to restore HP to their allies. So in this case, the tutorial is going to have us heal Urk with Serra. Hello, you're Dean, right? I'm Serra. Nice to meet you. By the way, see this country mage here with me? His name is Urk. I have no idea what his parents will think of by naming him that. It's like his dad had to name him and he was just choking on food at some time. Like, oh, that's a perfect name! I think he's been hurt. I'm Urk's employer. Master, I suppose you could say. What I'm getting at is, I was thinking of healing him free of charge. I know. I'm generous to a fault. Why are you looking at me like that? Praise my generosity! Anyway, that's the deal. Please direct me to him. So in this case, when you select a cleric, you have to stand them by an adjacent enemy and then they can heal them. Just like with mages, clerics also have magic stats, and the magic stat actually determines how much they heal by. And also, but the downside to clerics is that they don't get much experience from healing, so they're hard to train, and they cannot use weapons. Therefore, they can't engage in combat. And if a cleric or any other healing unit is within enemy range, they are most likely going to be the target. However, they can use their staves to restore HP, yes, and there are other healing staves with ones that have different abilities. So some can, like, warp, some can inflict status conditions, but we won't see those till much later. So always try to keep clerics out of combat. Generally have, like, weaker units move towards them rather than them going towards the other way. Your name is Dean. Well, like, whatever. I've skipped the dialogue by mistake. If I'm going to fight, however, I will show you the true power of magic. So in this case, magic, like Dorcas's throwing axes, can strike enemies in adjacent squares as well as those at a distance. It's very useful. Magic can penetrate even the strongest defenses, as defense only refers to physical damage. However, mages have few HP and low defensive abilities. That is their main downside. However, that's really only the general consensus for mages, because Urk is a bit different to other mages. That is because Urk actually more specializes in defense, actually, and rather than magic, which is a bit weird for a mage to not really specialize in magic. However, Urk is not a bad unit as that, because I used Urk all the way to the end of the game on my first playthrough, and he was very, very helpful to me. By the later point of the game, he actually took barely any damage, so he actually is very good. However, if you are looking for someone who's a bit more offensive, Urk's not really who you're looking for. For all, like, my, general sort of, like, reviews, I guess, on the, characters, I am using the, Fire Emblem Wiki, which actually is a very accurate source of information. In each character's page, they have, like, a little, like, overall section, which kind of just reviews how good they are. So that's kind of what I'm using to sort of, like, you know, say, like, how good I think each unit is. And, oh my god, someone's attacking Sane instead of Kent! Wow, this is, like, a very rare sight to see. Okay, and because Sane's getting quite a few levels, he's actually not doing that much damage, and well, not getting much experience, sorry, from these enemies. And, let's see, what's the difference? Kent, you're still level 5, so you can try and take... You can't even finish this guy off. Great. Well, he can't do any damage to you, so you're surprisingly getting a lot of defense. But anyway, yeah, see? No damage! And as for Serra, Serra actually is pretty good herself, because she actually does specialize in a very high magic stat. So as such, she can actually heal enemies, no, you don't want to heal the enemies! She heals the allies by a lot. And also, she does actually have pretty high resistance, so she actually is pretty good against any magic units that do, unfortunately, might attack her if she ends up in their range. Anyway, I'm gonna put Florina over here to take care of this mercenary, because Florina is in desperate need of experience. I probably could have killed that mercenary at the end of the last chapter if I didn't heal her up. I didn't want to risk it, but I thought she probably could have hung on with 1 HP, but yeah. I definitely need to get Florina to catch up to everybody else, because she starts at Lola. That was a good level up! I forgot to mention, obviously, before that, Florina more specializes in speed, which is, that's more the general thing for a lot of Pegasus Knights. But again, as we've seen of Urk, just because there's a general consensus to how units work, doesn't always mean that they're the best. I mean, they always follow that. Alright, anyway, I think this mercenary is going to be the only one to attack, and as, again, the big challenge that I was worrying about when going into this LP is that I might run out of things to talk about, because generally when I play Fire Emblem, I just more kind of think of what strategy I am going to use. And I think I'm going to put... Let's see, I'm going to try and lure this guy forward. Yeah, also put... See, this is exactly what I mean. I always get, like, so into it, and I try to, like, just, like, you know, think about what I'm going to do before I actually do them, because I don't want to risk, like, getting people killed and shit. So I'll just kind of move everyone here, and then I can have Florina visit this house. And then after they've done that, I can go back to what I was originally going to talk about. Tell me, are you using the R button? If there's something you don't understand, use the R button. To investigate, it's essential. Place the cursor on a unit and press the R button. That displays the detailed information on the unit. You knew that, right? Yes. While that information is displayed, press the R button again. That will get you even more detailed information. Did you know that? Well, yes, I just haven't showed it before. The R button can be used in many other places, too. Anyway, when you come across something unfamiliar, try pressing the R button! I am the R button advertising man. It won't hurt to remember that. I'm gonna keep Florina there. She's not gonna be well suited for fighting Bug. His name is Bug. But anyway, with allies and enemies, you can press the R button to look at the information, and when you're over their items, you can press the R button again to, you know, see the information on it, as well as, obviously, in the case of whenever we come across a weapon that has additional properties to it, it will also say what that effect is. If I move Urk one space over, that Archer will come for him. So, he's at full HP, yeah, and I'll just put Serra next to him. There, that can be another turn. But anyway, what I was about to say is that, For this game in particular, there are many things in Fire Emblem that I do not know how to pronounce, and this might be one of the biggest ones since this was before they introduced voice acting into the series, because I don't know if I'm saying, whoa! Urk gets a critical! Everybody continues to get criticals. Okay, but since this game does not have voice acting, I have no idea, like, what the official pronunciations of some of the countries are. I've tried my best to look up pronunciations, but I cannot guarantee that I'm saying them right. So, for example, Lycia is probably one of the big ones. I tried looking up other pronunciations, couldn't find anything official. However, I do notice that some people will say Lycia. I've just always said Lycia, and that's generally what I'm going to be sticking with for everything. I'm going to be pronouncing them the ways I've just always said them, just because I'm used to calling them that. And a continuation of that, Alib, I could potentially see that being pronounced Alibe instead, and I think, yeah, this guy just teaches you the exact same thing about mages that we literally were just taught in the tutorial. So I have no idea why this house even exists. But anyway, one last thing I need to mention is, Ossetia. It might seem like a minor place, it will play a bigger role in the plot later on, but, Ossetia actually has a different name in the American version. The American version is called Ostia, but they changed it to Ossetia in the PAL region versions for some reason. So if you're American and playing this game, you technically have a completely different named country. Anyway, we only have Bug to deal with. There's an armory here, as well as a house. I'm going to have same visit the house, and let's see if there's anything important here. Ah, so you're a traveler. Listen to my advice. Handle your money wisely. Yes, I know. That's another thing that I was so bad on with this game when I first played it, is managing my money. A lot of times I would spend too much money. I don't even think I have enough money to buy anything in this armory. I could buy... No, I can't. Can I sell anything? I could sell a vulnerary if I wanted to, but I kind of want to keep that. That javelin is actually kind of good, because the javelin is basically the lance equivalent of the hand axe, but I think I could do without it. After the tutorial ends, all the characters' inventory will be completely reset, so don't feel too worried about, ensuring that you have something to keep. And then Lyn and Will are probably not going to get any action, but luckily I managed to get another level up for Will, so I can do a much better job of using him as a member of the team, rather than on my first playthrough, where he was just stuck at level 4 for most of the game. And Will can actually do quite a decent amount of damage to this guy. You're gonna learn why people fear the Ganelon Bandits! Let's see, luckily this guy does not have any ranged weapons, so that's actually kind of the funny thing. Because of the fact that bosses don't move, and I'm probably going to have Serra just heal up anyway, just so she can get some extra experience, because the main thing with clerics and other healing units is that they generally end up falling behind the rest of my team, because I prefer to save their heals for when I feel like they're necessary, rather than just randomly using them. There is an advantage to just randomly using them, as, you know, they gain more experience. But I obviously generally don't really like to do that, because I don't want to obviously break their staves. Anyway, I wonder actually, can Urk... I think Urk could potentially bring this guy down enough for Florina to finish him off, because I definitely want Florina to catch up to everyone else, because she's behind. And so if she could beat a boss, she could definitely catch up with that. But obviously, as they don't move, they could just constantly get hit by ranged things. I'm probably going to have Serra heal Florina as well. I just realized that she took a little bit of damage on that mercenary before. But yeah, since the bosses mainly just stand there, you can just wail on them with like all sorts of range shit like magic and archers, and you can just do so much damage. Let's see. 1 damage to him! 1 damage! Let's see, what can Dorcas do? Maybe Dorcas can bring him down a bit more. Hand axe. If he hits, he goes down to 3, so hopefully we can hit him. Fuck me! I think that's actually my first proper miss of the game so far. What do I want to do? You know what? I really want Florina to get that level up, so I'm just going to end the turn here. And again, you'd think they would have the idea to just move, like, they're right there. I could attack them, but nah, I don't feel like it. Thank God Dorcas hit him this time. And then, obviously, Florina, you can finish him off. Not with the Slim Lance, though. With the Iron Lance. And hopefully, please hit, please. Thank you. Scum. You're all scum. Come on, Florina, get a level up. Yes! She actually almost got exactly 100 experience, so now she is level 4. She is definitely... Wow, that is my first 1 stat increase level up, and that really annoys me. And luckily, though, it is luck, so she's more likely to avoid attacks, which is actually very good. Nicely done, Dean. That should just about do it. What a surprise. You're very strong, Lyn. Your staff is a wondrous thing. Healing powers amaze me. Only those in the service of good can wield them. You helped us tremendously. Well, it's time for us to go. Take care. Goodbye, Lyn. Fare you well. I'm so used to farewell. You too, Urk. Goodbye. Well, let's be on our way, Urk. What have we here? Another wildflower? Perhaps a butterfly. What an absolutely delicate creature. Or delectable. Oh my, are you one of Lyn's companions? Please, call me Sane. I'm Serra. I serve House Ositia. Serra, what a lyrical name. I am in service to Castle Kalin. Ooh, so is Lyn a member of the Marquess's family? She is the granddaughter of our lord, the Marquess. Such an important person. Serra, what deviousness are you contemplating now? Tee, having a person of power in your debt is never a bad thing. You can't be serious. Oh, Sane! Do you think we could join the Lady Lindis's company? She seems like such a nice person, and I would ever so much like to help her. Of course! We couldn't be happier! Why, we were only just saying how we need some more fighting power. Are you being hunted or something? Yes, it's an inheritance dispute. Assassins everywhere. Oh my! In that case, my healing staff and Urk's magic should come in handy. Well, it sounds dangerous. Your staff and magic would be extremely helpful. Please, wait here. I will go speak with Lady Lindis on your behalf. Unbelievable. This is fantastic, Urk! Our good deeds will earn us gratitude beyond imagining. I think I'm going to be ill. I think I'm going to Urk myself. That little girl crossed the border? Yes, Lord Lundgren. She's en route to Arathan. Fool! Send out soldiers to meet her. Hold nothing back. Do anything to finish this now. First the old man, and now the girl. They cling to life like a drowning man to a rock. Double the poison's strength. If he struggles, hold him down and pour it down his throat. Once the girl is gone, Kaylin is mine. I will let no one stand in my way.